Listen up, you misunderstood masterpiece. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You with the tired eyes. You with the receipts in your phone and the accusations in your name. You with a whole community acting like your existence is some kind of group project they have to destroy. Good. Perfect. Because that means something they don't want to admit. You are a threat, and not the kind they can cancel with a few whispers or a fake "we're just concerned" conversation. No. You're the kind of threat that makes insecure people feel the heat of the Most High shining on you, and they panic. They scramble. They form committees. They start group chats with your name in it. They become experts on your life overnight, all because the Most High put something on you that they can't compete with. Let's talk about that community, yeah? The one that won't stop attacking you. They don't let up. They don't get tired. They don't move on. They wake up, think of you. They scroll, think of you. They see anything remotely related to your lane, your energy, your calling, and boom, there you are, rent-free, kicking your feet up in their mind, and they'll say, "We don't like them." But the truth is uglier. They are obsessed with you. You know what's funny? People don't obsess over what's irrelevant. No one organizes a smear campaign against a paper cup. They only mob up when they sense oil on someone. They only gather when they smell anointing. You've noticed it, haven't you? How the attacks stop being about what you actually did a long time ago. At first, maybe it was. You changed. You think you're better now. You're moving weird. Then it turned into something else. They start reaching. They twist stories. They rewrite history, cast you as the villain in a movie they directed, produced, and starred in. And you're sitting there like, wait, I'm the villain? In a story where I was the only one actually trying? Here's the thing. Villain status is only given to people powerful enough to disrupt the script. And the Most High, He doesn't waste anointing on background characters. Let me say this in a way your nervous system can actually hear it. You're not under attack because you're wrong. You're under attack because you're right. And early. You're not catching heat because you're weak. You're catching heat because you are carrying something they do not have the capacity, maturity, or courage to carry. They don't hate your attitude. They hate the evidence of God's hand on you. They don't hate your tone. They hate that no matter how they talk about you, you're still protected. They don't hate your choices. They hate that the Most High keeps giving you grace in spite of your mistakes, while they're stuck polishing their image and still feeling empty. Let's be real for a second. You felt it, right? That deep, heavy, why me feeling. You sit there some days, scrolling, replaying conversations, thinking, if I'm so anointed, why does it hurt this much? If I'm chosen, why do I feel abandoned? If the Most High is for me, why does it look like everyone else is winning while I'm getting dragged? You think being anointed means you get a cute little highlight reel and applause. No. Being anointed means you become the lesson plan. Your life becomes the classroom where the Most High teaches everyone around you who He is, how He moves, and what happens when people mishandle what He's chosen. And right now, they're in class. They just don't know it yet. Pay attention to the pattern. First they laugh at you, then they question you, then they isolate you, then they attack you, then slowly they start using your language. They start copying your ideas. They start walking in the very direction they mocked you for taking. And they don't apologize. They don't circle back. They just quietly shift, hoping you don't notice. But the Most High noticed. He watched every eye roll, every group chat, every fake "pray for them" message that was really just gossip with a religious filter on it. Every time they weaponized your vulnerability, every time they called you crazy when you were just waking up, you thought God was silent. He was documenting. Let's zoom in on you for a second, because it's easy to talk about them and skip over what's happening inside you. You're exhausted, not just physically, soul tired. You've questioned your sanity. You've questioned your faith. You've questioned if you're the problem. You've sat there trying to reverse engineer yourself. Maybe if I talk softer, maybe if I shrink a little more, maybe if I don't shine so bright, maybe if I make myself more palatable, more digestible, more, less. And still, what happens? They come. They still come. They still nitpick. They still twist. They still project. Because it was never about you being too much. It was always about you being too called. Let me tell you something harsh but necessary. If you keep editing yourself to please people who are committed to misunderstanding you, you're not being humble. You're being disobedient. Disobedient to what the Most High put inside you. Disobedient to the mission on your name. Disobedient to the version of you that's supposed to stand up, not keep apologizing for existing. Humility is not you shrinking to make cowards comfortable. Humility is you admitting, yeah, I'm anointed, and I didn't give that to myself. The Most High did. It's not arrogance to recognize the oil on your life. It's arrogance to pretend it's not there just so insecure people can stop feeling triggered. You want to know why that community won't stop attacking you? Here's the punchline, because they can see where you're going before you can. Spirit recognizes spirit, even when the heart is rotten. There's a part of them that can feel your future, and it freaks them out. So they do the only thing frightened, powerless people know how to do. They team up. They point fingers. They create narratives. They mislabel you. They try to assassinate your character since they can't touch your calling. They think they're stopping you. They're actually advertising you. Every attack is a flyer. Every lie is a loudspeaker. Every smear is free promo for the hand of the Most High on your life. You notice how the attacks got worse when you started healing. When you started saying no more often. When you started putting boundaries in place. When you stopped being the compliant little yes person. When you stopped volunteering to be the emotional dumpster. The moment you stopped playing the role they wrote for you and started acting in the role the Most High wrote for you. They panicked. You're not just breaking patterns. You're breaking agreements they made with each other about who you're supposed to be. They agreed without your permission. You're the quiet one. You're the one who takes the blame. You're the one who stays. You're the safe target. And then suddenly, you weren't. You started speaking up. You started distancing yourself. You started leveling up. You started listening to that whisper in your spirit instead of their noise. And the community said, "Oh no, we can't have that. Let's talk about the Most High," forcing them to see you're anointed. Because this is where it gets deliciously uncomfortable for them. You know how they tried to block opportunities for you, tried to poison people against you before they even met you, tried to make you unhireable, undateable, unsupported, unwelcome. They thought if they could control the narrative, they could control your future. But the Most High doesn't need their approval to bless you. He doesn't need their platforms to promote you. He doesn't need their doors to open anything for you. So what happens? They start seeing you walk into rooms they swore you'd never access. They see you connecting with people they tried to keep you away from. They see your name in spaces where they never even got an invitation, and they're confused, bewildered, angry even. How did they get there? Who put them on? The Most High did. This is how he forces them to see your anointing. He blesses you publicly in the same areas they tried to bury you privately. The ones who said no one will ever believe them end up watching people line up to support you. The ones who said they'll never be anything without us end up watching you build something bigger than anything they've ever touched. The ones who said, watch, they're gonna fall off, end up having to squint at your glow up from the distance, pretending they don't see it. Oh, but they see it. They see you healing. They see you growing. They see you getting refined. They see you stepping into your calling. They see the Most High backing you in quiet ways and loud ways, opportunities, alignment, insight, peace in the middle of storms that would have killed them. They see all of it. They just don't know how to admit we were wrong about them. People love to say, if God was really with them, they wouldn't go through all that. Wrong. If God wasn't with you, you would have been finished a long time ago. You know, the stuff you've survived that no one knows about. The battles in your head, the nights you didn't want to be here, the losses that hit you back to back until you forgot what winning felt like. You shouldn't even be functioning at this point. You shouldn't even be sane. And yet, here you are, still moving, still thinking, still feeling, still waking up with this little spark inside that says, there's more for me. You think you created that spark? No, that's the Most High breathing into you, regularly, repeatedly, quietly. That's anointing. Let's get practical, because I'm not just here to hype you up. I'm here to recalibrate you. From this moment on, you need to stop treating every attack like a verdict. Start treating it like a signal. They're not attacking you because something's wrong with you. They're attacking because something is activated in you. The more the pressure increases, the more you should be asking, what is the Most High trying to draw out of me right now? Is it courage? Is it discernment? Is it a spine? Is it a voice? Is it a standard? The same community that thinks they're discrediting you is actually helping you refine your identity. Every lie they tell about you makes you more committed to walking in truth. Every time they push you away, you lean harder into the one who never left. Every time they slam a door, you learn how to build your own. You want to reclaim your power? Here's how. Stop begging for understanding from people who benefit from misunderstanding you. They have invested in the version of you that stays small, confused, apologetic. If you suddenly step into clarity and confidence, they lose their leverage. So yeah, of course they're going to attack. Of course they're going to call you different, prideful, fake, changed. Let them. You have changed. You're finally aligning with what the Most High said about you instead of what they decided you're allowed to be. You have to become okay with being the villain in their story to be the vessel in his. And listen, you're not crazy for wanting justice. You've imagined the day people see the truth. You've imagined the moment the lies crash down. You've imagined them having to sit there and watch the Most High exalt the same person they tried to destroy. You've imagined it because something in your spirit knows there's a reversal coming, not because you're perfect, not because you did everything right, but because your heart stayed softer than your scars. You didn't go cold like you could have. You didn't turn petty like you wanted to. You didn't become them to survive them. That matters. The Most High doesn't just look at what they did to you. He looks at what you refuse to become because of it. So yeah, that community is being forced to see you're anointed, forced by the way your life keeps rising after every setback, forced by the way your character keeps maturing while their bitterness festers, forced by the way favor keeps finding you in random places, forced by the way peace keeps showing up in your chest, in situations that should have broken you. They thought exposure meant your downfall. The Most High is using exposure to show very clearly, this one is mine. I put my hand on them. I carried them through what you tried to bury them in. You will see it. You will not be able to deny it. And some of them, they'll never say it out loud, but they'll feel it. Every time your name comes up, every time they see your face, every time they hear your story being told without their edits, they'll feel that sting, that conviction, that quiet nagging awareness. We mishandled someone anointed by the Most High. Now here's the part you don't want to hear, but you need to. You don't have to sit around waiting for their apology to walk in your anointing. If they never say sorry, if they never admit what they did, if they never confess how they twisted things, you still move. You still step into what you are called to do. You still build. You still heal. You still show up. Because this story is not about convincing them. It's about obeying Him. The vindication is a byproduct, not the point. So, what do you do now? You stop explaining your calling to people who are committed to playing dumb. You stop watering down your personality so people who hate themselves can tolerate you. You stop circling the same conversations with people who heard you the first time and chose confusion because clarity would require growth. You start talking to the Most High more honestly. You start asking for strategy instead of revenge. You start praying for alignment instead of validation. And you start behaving like someone who is actually anointed. Not perfect, not flawless, but surrendered, obedient, resilient. Someone who gets knocked down and instead of saying, "Why me?" starts saying, "Okay, what are you building in me with this?" You're not just going to survive this, you're going to outlast the narrative. The story they told about you won't age well. The version of you they passed around in whispers will expire. What won't expire is the evidence of the Most High's hand on your life. The fruit, the impact, the peace, the transformation, and that community, the one that wouldn't stop attacking you, they're going to have to sit front row and watch as the very thing they tried to crush becomes the thing the Most High uses to shine a light on who He is. Not because you're flawless, but because you're His. And whether they like it or not, they are being forced to see it. And that hits you on the inside in a way you don't even fully talk about, right? Because on one hand, yeah, you want them to see it. You want them to feel that sting, that realization. But on the other hand, you're sitting there like, all right, what am I supposed to do with all this? Anointing sounds cute on paper. In real life, it feels heavy. It feels like walking around with this invisible spotlight on you that you never asked for. People clock your every move. They misread your silence. They weaponize your honesty. You breathe wrong, and apparently it's a statement. You text late. You don't respond. You set a boundary. Suddenly you're acting brand new, disrespectful, cold, a snake. whatever fits their script that day. And yeah, you get mad. You'd be weird if you didn't. There are days where you replay arguments in the shower, imagining the lines you could have said, the clapbacks, the exposures, the "you got me messed up" paragraph that lives in your drafts. There's a version of you that wants to air it all out. Names, screenshots, timelines, all of it lined up like a courtroom slideshow. That urge in you is real. That fire is real. But your anointing is just as real. And that's where the tension is. The part of you that wants revenge is loud. The part of you that's chosen by the Most High is deeper. You could drag them. You could humiliate them. You could play their game better than them. Yet something in your spirit keeps pulling your hand back. Not because you're weak, because you're different. You're not here to win petty wars. You're here to survive the entire battlefield and still have your soul. There's something funny about how this plays out in regular life. Look at your history. Look at how you were always the one people confided in. How they spilled their darkest secrets to you. How they cried on your shoulder. Then fast forward. Same people who unloaded their pain on your chest turn around and act like you're the problem when you finally stop absorbing their damage. And the community eats it up because it's easier to demonize the person who left than to admit everyone was feeding off them. You were the emotional landfill. They just kept dumping. Negative energy, drama, trauma. You were the strong one. You were resilient. You shrug it off, laugh it off, keep it moving. Except you didn't. You took it home. You carried it in your nervous system, your sleep, your mood. And when you finally said, "I can't keep doing this with y'all," they didn't respond with gratitude. They responded with a smear campaign. That one switched up. They fake woke now. They're distant. They're into weird stuff. Translation: they stopped letting us bleed all over them, and we don't like that. You pulled your energy back, and they labeled it betrayal. Anointed people get called disloyal for choosing survival. There's another part, too. You underestimate how much your existence exposes people. You walk into a room and suddenly folks feel judged, even when you haven't said a word, because your spirit is not on their level of comfort. You're trying to heal. You're trying to grow. You're trying to break cycles. They're trying to stay the same and feel righteous about it. Here's what happens in that clash. Instead of asking, "Why do I feel convicted around this person?" they go, "Who do they think they are?" You're not walking around saying, "I'm better than you." You're walking around saying, "I can't live like this anymore." That sentence alone feels like a threat. It implies there is more than what they've settled for, and nothing exposes complacency like someone refusing to sit in the same old mess. You start changing your habits. They start changing the story. You say, "I'm protecting my peace." They say, "They think they're too good for us." You say, "I'm getting closer to the Most High." They say, "They're in a cult." You say, "I'm healing." They say they're weird now. They won't examine themselves, so they dissect you instead. You carry this weird combination of fragility and steel. You cry at stuff other people shrug at. You feel things on a delay sometimes. You'll be fine all day, then some random memory hits at 11:37 p.m., and you're just staring at the wall like, "Yo, that really happened." And still, you get up. You crack jokes. You encourage others. You try your best to not let your bitterness leak into your kindness. That's not just your personality. That's oil. Because after what you've been through, you should have turned ice cold. You should have turned into a ruthless, detached, manipulative shell. You had every reason. Instead, there's still a softness somewhere in you. Scarred, yeah. Guarded, definitely. But not gone. The Most High looks at that. That's what they can't see from the outside. They see attitude. He sees endurance. They see distance. He sees you trying to stop yourself from exploding. They see changed. He sees evolving. Your story was never going to make sense to people who can't imagine anything beyond the group chat mentality. They understand collective bullying. They understand gossip. They understand clicking up. They understand passive-aggressive posts and subtweets. They don't understand spiritual warfare. They don't understand destiny. They don't understand assignment. You keep trying to explain your anointing in language that only makes sense to people who have none. You say, I feel called. They say, called to what? You say, I can't do this like everybody else. They say, you think you're special? You say, I feel like the Most High is pulling me out of something. They say, you're just being dramatic.